Welcome back to T3 Gaming for another Star Wars Destiny card preview of the new Across the Galaxy set that will be releasing this week. We are super excited about this set, and we're excited to get our hands on these new cards to play them. We're doing a review of the article that was released by FFG this last week about the new vehicles and mods that are coming out in the new set. I have a special guest with me today, Kat Cedar, and also I'll have Niftynick and Kuni on to talk about these cards. I actually separated this video from our previous video, which was a little long, so that we could have two separate videos. So this is actually a little bit of an edit, and hope you guys enjoy. All right, Kuni, why don't you read off the black one? So the rest of these cards are from the official FFG article that we'll post in the description. They're mostly kind of centered around vehicles, and we'll see where this takes us.
All right, we got a unique black one, 2 costs. His die sides include a single base pistol, 2 base pistol, 1 base indirect, 1 shield, a special, and a blank. It is, of course, as you know, a support vehicle, uncommon, hero. With a power action, spot Poe Dameron to turn this die to any side. Very good. And the special is deal 1 damage to a character. If it is a droid, if a droid is attached to this support, re-roll this die instead of removing it. Love the synergy.
Yeah. And I'll bring up the black one, the original one from, Spirit of Rebellion or Awakenings?
Awakenings. I think Awakenings.
Awakenings, yeah, it was a legendary.
The sad never touched.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much take that Awakenings card and cut every value in half, and here we are.
With a much better code.
I basically, much more playable card for sure. I like the die. I think the special is okay. I think we see there's a 0 cost droid that'll make this pretty solid for that special as a vehicle modifier. The power action is okay. There haven't been a lot of Poe Dameron vehicle decks running around, but you could slap this into a Poe Ray and just kind of have some fun with it in there. So, no, I like this. I think it's a solid card.
Yeah, I think definitely I like how hero vehicles, the format is sort of centered around playing lower costed vehicles. And I like how this follows that theme. What I don't like about it is that it has the power action that's so specific that it's only Poe Dameron. I liked how they would do spot Poe Dameron or 2 red characters or spot another vehicle or something. Yeah. But I get how this is a thematic card. It's black 1, so it is only Poe Dameron's ship. So they're kind of throwing in that extra turn this die to any side, which, you know, obviously it's good with Poe. I mean,
I think to me this hints at a pilot Poe maybe in the next set.
Oh yeah, you might be right. We might get another Poe, maybe in the next 2-player set.
Yeah.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, it'll be a Last Jedi Poe, right?
Well, it'll be we got Last Jedi Poe. I think we'll get whatever episode 9 is, right?
We didn't really get I guess is that Last Jedi Poe? I guess.
Yeah.
More than a pilot is Last Jedi Poe. Yeah, I guess it is. So maybe we're gonna get a Resistance Poe.
maybe we get something like that in the next block, but that's kind of what that signifies to me. But I think I would definitely fill this into a Poe Ray or a Poe Cassian and just have it. You know, 2 costs. That's not unspeakable in a normal kind of aggro deck. So.
Yeah,
I disagree. I think this can go in any vehicle deck, any hero vehicle deck.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
It's still a good vehicle, regardless of the power action, right?
But you don't have to play it there. But I'm just saying.
even if the power action wasn't there, it's still a great.
It's solid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. So that's more of like an add-on than like something that detracts from the card. Exactly. I am curious what you guys think, because the old black one also has this special that does like deal 1 damage to a character and then re-roll it instead of removing it. So this, of course, is putting the restriction that if a droid's attached. I like those effects. I think they're fun for the game. Like Force Jump has that same sort of effect where you get to resolve it and re-roll it back in. What do you guys think of that mechanic?
Of the putting back into the field?
Yeah, like being able to re-roll a die back into the pool. A Dark Council has that too.
I
right?
always like those kind of effects. If you can put dice back into the pool after you resolve them, and then if there's a card effect that says, spot X number of dice in your pool, go ahead and do something else with them. I'm down for that.
Yeah, I think those are really fun effects. They are really dynamic, and and just being able to, of course, affect something and have the chance that you could affect something again is really, really exciting, right?
Yeah. I like the mechanic, but I do also like how they've been limiting how many of the cards actually have that effect, because it is a very strong effect.
Mm-hmm.
And if they did print more than they already have, I think that it would actually hurt the game in the long run.
Yeah, they're usually on things that are not damage based, right? So this is actually one of the first ones that is damage based, because like BB-8 has that, Dark Council has that force jump. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're probably. I don't know if we'll ever see that kind of a swing. Hopefully not. Hopefully they learn their lesson with FN.
Right.
Hopefully we won't have to deal with that kind of card abuse again, where you just throwing out weapons and you can resolve them 4 or 5 times.
Oh yeah, that's nasty.
So
yeah,
I think we've probably learned our lesson from that, and moving on.
All right, Nick, you want to read out our good old buddy BB-8?
So we got BB-8. He's a 1-cost support droid. His die has 3 1-focus sides, 1 shield, 1 resource, and a +1 resource. His action, spot a vehicle support to attach this card to it as a mod upgrade. Discard all upgrades on this card. And then if that vehicle is the black one, ready it. Use this action only once per game. And this little buddy is coming in as a legendary.
I don't like that. I don't like that legendary.
I like everything but the legendary.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, legendary thing makes me cry.
It's a solid dice. It's a decent ability. You can roll them in a couple times. You can attach them to other vehicles. 1-cost support with focus is great. I just don't know how I feel about, I paid my X amount of dollars for my boxes, and this guy could be one of them. I don't know.
I think FFG is trolling.
And his trade value not be very good either.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think FFG is trolling us with the fact that, remember, in Awakenings we got like 1,000 BB-8 dice, and now they're like, oh yeah, well, you're going to get a legendary BB-8 now.
And that's not even counting the people that went to the early release stuff and got 2 of each of the starter kits.
Yeah.
BB-8 in it too.
Yeah, so everything but the legendary factor I like about this. I mean, focus is always strong. No blanks is great. I think vehicle mods will be fine, and being able to roll in a focus die a couple times, like we were just talking about, being able to use that will be very good.
I do have to say I absolutely love the thematicness of being able to attach a droid to a vehicle.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to messing around with that as a feature. Because
we had the droids out there sitting there next to the vehicles before, but we never were able to like attach them to the droid. To the vehicle. And I don't know if there's anything that allows you to, how the Z, that speeder bike, allows you to turn it, like resolve the focus and then resolve the die that it's on. I don't know if that would be really cool if you could do that with a droid in a vehicle. Yeah. But I don't know if you can. There's probably some speed cards you could do. You could get it like in an impulsive or something like that. But I don't know. I'm excited. I think paired with Black One, BB-8 is great. So if I get BB-8, I'll trade him to you. He's so cute, though, you guys. For that Vader. Or that Tobias. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I have a question. On this, it says here, discard all upgrades on this card. Yeah. What is that about? It means there's probably some mods that aren't vehicle exclusive, so you could mod up your BB-8 and hopefully weaponize. Hopefully that's a strategy. Is that all? Yeah, you're trying to recreate there's probably just some mods that aren't like vehicle specific. So. Well, yeah, can't you put those guns on them? Can you? That'd be awesome. You mean like triple laser turret?
Yeah.
I feel like those
I'm
are
pretty sure those are vehicle only.
Vehicle only.
Oh, are they?
I'm pretty
I
sure,
think
but
there
I have to
was-
look that up. You guys can look that
I
up.
think
while
there
I'm-
was that.
I'll look it up.
I think there was that one thing you
Vehicle
can
support.
attached on stuff that has all zeros on their dice.
All right.
Looking ahead.
Yeah, let us know, you guys. What is there?
Hopefully. I
Is
wanna
there an
weaponize BB-8.
upgrade
That'd
that-
make it worth
goes on supports? Is there like an AT-ST that you can attach to BB-8?
That would be awesome.
That wouldn't be fun at all. I would not like that.
Then you won't be so sad to get BB-8, right?
No, I still will be. He's
I would be so
legendary.
excited if you could beat people using the things that people hate about The Last Jedi. I would love that.
You would totally do that
I
too,
would
wouldn't you,
love
Nick?
that so much. Yeah.
Troll all those haters so bad.
Yeah, I really would.
I'm one of them. But okay, well, I'd have to say I'm psyched about this card. I'd be excited. Would I rather get this over Vader? No, hell no. but you know, it's a cool. I kind of wish that I feel like 3PO was probably like the most meta droid we ever had, and he wasn't legendary. So it's kind of like, you know, this guy's got to be really damn good in order to be a legendary, and I don't really see that.
Well,
you know, if he could,
I don't know. The legendaries, they don't really have. They don't
necessarily have to be good.
really
I know.
I mean, we've gotten some legendaries that are really
Grievous's wheel bike.
right. We were talking beforehand, and I was, you know, would I take this over a 4-cost, you know, not redeploy upgrade? Yeah, I guess I would, because I would maybe play this. So there's that.
This is a must play in seal draft or sealed though.
Yes,
like you pull
100%.
this and
Absolutely.
yeah, turn
100%.
that Fang Fighter die, whatever you need to do.
Yep.
No,
So-
he'll be a monster. He'll be a monster and sealed.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, let's move on. Let's see, Kuni. I think you're next. I don't remember. My brain sucks.
I
Let's all
forgot.
read it at the same time. Ready? Go. Big start. No.
All right, we got a unique Biggs Darklighter. Love that name.
Best
Very
name.
nice.
Oh, so good.
9 health. He's got a 2 base pistol, a 2 +2 pistol, a 1 indirect, 1 disrupt, 1 resource, and a blank. He is a uncommon. His his character count is 9 points for 1 die, 12 points for a double die. His of course is a character pilot. After you activate this character, you may activate one of your vehicle supports, then reroll any number of that vehicle supports and mod dice. Free rerolls,
Yeah.
not bad.
He would work great with Black One and BB-8 attached to it.
Yeah,
right.
this is definitely very designed to work together with the vehicle.
He's a
specs.
much better rookie pilot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I was about
so-
to, definitely one die. One
The
die.
note I made was that this card, he's combining the lead by example upgrade, where you get to, when you activate a character, you can activate one of your supports. And then also the rookie pilot, where when you activate that character, you can re-roll a die. He just kind of combines that. So I like it. I think his points are pretty good. I think 912 fits into a couple options on the hero vehicle side. I don't know if you'll run him elite to make that work or what.
No, one die.
But
Well, you could play Biggs at Elite, 1 die Wedge, and 1 die Rookie Pilot.
No
Sure.
thanks.
Why would you want to?
No
Because
thanks.
it's
the
no,
lulls.
for thematic?
That's not thematic.
No, I guess it isn't.
Actually, the only thematic part about that is they all die.
Wow.
Wedge
No,
die.
Wedge doesn't die.
Oh, you're right. He's
And
one
who
of the
says
that
Rookie
did.
Pilot dies?
Everybody.
Always dies.
I like to imagine Rookie Pilot was also somehow one day from retirement.
How about that? How about that stash though? That stash is
Stash is wonderful. Everything
That's-
about the character is great. Best name, best stash.
big, big
Love it.
stash. So I mean, yeah, I think he's. I mean, he's on the low end. He's got that. He's at same points as Hera, same cost as Hera, with less health. I think.
One
Hera
less,
has
yeah.
10 health, right?
But he has one more base damage.
Yeah.
It is indirect, but
Nothing
one
very
base
powerful about this guy, right? He's
Well, it's
okay.
it's kind of run of the mill. It's kind of average, but I think definitely playable. Definitely something that I wouldn't hate seeing in like a draft. And
That's true.
yeah,
Even in a draft, he'd be great if you get him in a draft along with Fang Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get him with Fang Fighter. I think that's pretty solid. So
But he's definitely. I don't think he's ever going to be an elite side die. I think he's always going to be a one side. Like,
Played at the 9 cost.
Agreed.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, cool. Let's move on to some crazy vehicles. I'll go ahead and read this puppy out because I love this Shadowcaster. It's so cool. This is the unique Shadowcaster. It is from Rebels, and I think, just Rebels. I think Ketsu Onyo flies that ship, and I think Asajj Ventress also flies this ship.
that's Ketsu Onyo's ship.
Yeah, so Ketsu Onyo is one of the kind of bounty hunters that's friends with Sabine, or old friends with Sabine. It is a 4-cost neutral yellow support vehicle. It's got a 3 range for 1 cost, a 6 range for 3 cost, a 4 indirect for 1 cost, and a 5 indirect for 2 cost. And it looks like a 2 disrupt. And I'm assuming there's a blank on there, Kat. Is that right? Do you know?
I'm not 100% positive, actually.
I guess there's no way to find out because it's not on the thing. So I'm going to guess it's a blank because it is only 4 resources. The ability says decrease the resource cost on each side of this die by 1 for each mod on this support. So you just get 1 mod on it, and 2 of the sides are free, 3 ranged and a 4, which isn't that great. I don't feel like you're getting that much value because like a Fang Fighter has a 3 base cost, right?
It depends on what mod you put on it.
It does depend. Let's see, for each mod on the support. Well, it only discounts it for each number of mods, right?
Yeah. And we have some free mods that we know about. So there's ways that you could cheaply kind of stack that together. Also, we have ways to abuse those high damage sides without paying for them.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think this card's pretty good. It's unique, so I don't know that I'd ever want to see more than 1 in a deck. But hopefully there's some neat little tricks that people find with it.
I told you my idea.
What was your idea?
Tobias and Hondo playing with that particular code, the Shadowcaster.
Oh, yeah.
And then throwing in Anarchy.
Yeah, I like Anarchy. I'm a fan.
With the 6 side? I'll take that. Thank you. 6, everybody.
For sure. Like, that Houndstooth. Like, the nice thing about Anarchy, of course, another card that we've talked about before is that, you don't have to have damage die showing. You're just removing and using the value of the die to do damage.
Yep.
But it is going to rotate.
5. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, Salvo is another one, but Salvo, you have to actually resolve the die, right?
It's also red.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So this is a legendary. Personally, I mean, when I said earlier I like the ship. I think the ship's cool. The card is pretty cool, but I don't feel like that ability, you're really getting that much out of it until you've got like 2 mods on it. But, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just think about the 2 mods you're putting on it, though. If you put on 2 weapon mods, now that's 6 for 3 becomes a 6 for 1 plus, say, 4 more. There's 10 damage in 1 hit.
Yeah.
Spoilers ahead.
That is true. That is very true. Once you get those mods on there, it's going to be nasty stuff. So, all right.
Mauler is just going to shoot it, so mods are dead. Just kidding.
Well, Mauler's got to spend 4 damage to take it out, right? So,
It's true.
If he wants to take it out, I guess he can. I do want to actually have a quick talk about mods and vehicles after we go through these. So we'll have to let's go through these. All right, who wants to take the Arccaster? Cat?
I don't know. No one spoke
So it's a 2 cost.
All right.
Arccaster.
Go for it.
1 range, plus 2 range, 3 indirect, 1 disrupt, 1 shield. It's an upgrade weapon mod. Modify vehicle support. Play this upgrade only on the vehicle support. After you play this upgrade, you may activate attached support. Then you may reroll a die.
Any die, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that on the Shadowcaster. Okay, thank you. I'll do that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got the two range sides, a 3 solid indirect, which is very good for 2 cost.
So you hit that 2, you hit the Shadowcaster 6, there's 8 damage for 2.
Good point. That's nasty.
That's better than Plenty of Bombardment.
And you get to activate the support when you play the upgrade on it. So
Mm-hmm.
and re-roll a die.
Yep.
That's a lot of value for 2, man. It's like the Arccaster is almost better than this in some ways.
The Outcaster is the weapon on that.
Yeah, but I think because the Artcaster isn't like locked to it, I mean, you want to slap this on a New Millennium Falcon? Yes, please. Put it on
A TIE Fighter.
any vehicle. Honestly, any vehicle you can fit this onto. I think this weapon is gonna get you some value.
Put it on a TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put it on a TIE Fighter, and you can put it on Black 1.
Yep.
You can put it on a T-47 Snowspeeder.
Yep. Play it with Infamous out, and you can, you basically get ambush on your activation. And that die is great for 2 costs. So
I just thought this one on that other Millennium Falcon from the other starter pack, the Rivals pack.
Yeah.
The one where you activate something, you activate a character.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Is that the 4 cost or 5? 4 cost?
4 cost.
Just the 4
Yeah, the
cost
4
one.
cost from the starter set. Yeah, from
chain
the
that all
Legacy
together with some clone troopers. You get some rerolls. You just hit whatever damage you want.
So many rerolls.
I was playing in a sealed event, and I got Archangel and the Millennium Falcon.
That's the dream right there.
I'm like, really? Activate Falcon. Activate. Okay, I'll activate everything.
This this I'm actually gonna have to go back and I'm gonna try to see if I can make what's his face work. Who's that yellow? No, yeah, Saw. Let's see if I can make Saw work
Guerrera.
again. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think this is probably one of the best mods we've seen. I think just for the value of 2 cost, being able to activate the support and reroll die and get those die sides. I mean, that's pretty freaking awesome. Like if you're playing vehicle mods, this is a for sure play.
I agree.
All right, Niftynick, how about that fire spray?
How about that fire spray? This is another vehicle. 4 costs to put this one on the board with a 2 gun plus 3 range, 3 indirect, 4 indirect for 1 resource, 1 disrupt, and a blank. The power action on this: play a mod from your hand on this support if able, decreasing its cost by 2.
What?
Sexy.
Yes.
Did that really say that? Does it really say decrease the cost by 2?
Yep.
Yes.
So that mod we just saw. Oh, that's now free.
That's free.
What?
Yep.
Wow.
I'm gonna need 2 of these ASAP. This isn't even unique. It's not even unique. What?
That's dirty.
What?
Yeah, it's just the fire spray. That's all it is.
And we know there's all kinds of ways to reduce costs of vehicles. So.
Oh, I love it. Give it.
Del.
Yeah, I mean, this is huge. That's pretty nasty.
That die, even on its own, that die is scary. But that power action is gross, and it will get better with every set that they add more mods.
Can you imagine getting fire spray?
Give me.
And delve in your opening hand.
Oh man. Yeah, that'll be first turn. Both of those down.
It's villain only.
Thank God.
But yeah, really.
That's fine.
But I will gladly take that and add it to my villain repertoire.
So if we compare this to the Slave 1, which is Slave 1 is a Fire Spray 31, that's Boba's ship. This one actually, like the Slave 1 from Legacies, is a 3 cost, so it's a little less, and has a shield side and a resource side instead of the 4. This one is definitely better, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, the nice thing about that Slave 1 that you're looking at, it has its power action ability to reroll a die and possibly remove a die, which is nice.
Yeah. I think you keep the Slave 1 in your yellow villain vehicle deck for sure, but 2 fire sprays for me.
You just add
You can
this.
have all 3.
Yeah.
You can have all 3 in play.
Yep. Yes, and yes. I would like that very much. So
I'm
looking forward to that one. I hope I get 2.
Okay. Yeah, this is a cool card.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm excited for this. Yeah, that's really it.
All right. I'll read this one out. This is Outgun, a zero-cost Red Hero event. Spot any number of mods on your vehicles and spend that many resources to remove that many dice. So this is just a common. So let's use an example. If you've got 2 mods on, all of your vehicles, you can spend 2 resources to remove 2 dice.
Yep.
It's not or less. It's that amount exactly, right?
Yep. But you can choose any number of them.
Right.
So you can spot, if you have 3 out, you can still
is that
spot
true?
2. I think so. Any number.
Spot any number. So if
right.
If you
Spot
have
any
2
number.
mods on, say, Black
I
1 and 1 on an X-Wing and 1 on another X-Wing.
Okay, so you can basically choose up to that many.
Yeah. I think this is an amazing bit of removal for a mod vehicle deck.
Oh,
it
absolutely.
does whatever you need it to. It can be your blowout card if you've got 4 or 5 resources on the last turn and you really need to live. Wipe their board, or it's it does for 2 costs. It's doing more than Entangled, and then even down to 1 cost, it's just like a pin down basically. So I think this covers a lot of bases for just the 1 card, and I like it a lot.
That and the fact that it doesn't have to be in your dice pool either. You can just spot them not outy.
Yep.
So it's like you said, oh, I have 3 life left. He just rolled out his Vader, hit 3 damage. I'll spend my 3 resources, get rid of your 3 dice.
Yep.
It's very versatile. I guess.
Super versatile.
That should have been
blowout. Could be just kind of a basic removal. I like that it's actually Red Hero, because I think Red Hero is sort of lacking in the good.
It's definitely lacking
category. Yeah. So I think that this will be a very welcome addition to the Red Hero vehicles.
Should have been neutral.
Spoken by the villain player. I mean, come on. You think? I don't think villain vehicles needs any help right now, Kat.
No.
The villain vehicles have no removal except for 3 cards, and they all suck.
They don't need removal. They have Snoke.
That's blue villain.
I know, but that's vehicles. I think hero vehicles definitely needs a bump, and I think this will help for sure.
Absolutely.
I think it'll be interesting to see if the mod vehicles, which one's going to be better, hero or a villain.
We'll find out.
I'm going to go villains. That's what I'm going to say.
All right, I'll read this one out. This is the Targeting Astromech, a one-costed neutral gray upgrade droid and a mod. The action is exhaust this upgrade to turn attached supports die to any side. So very simple. This is a 1 cost that allows you to make that vehicle always consistent once per round, right?
It's a 1 cost focus.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Or free on the fire.
But you don't have to roll the focus, because a lot of times you got to spend the action to roll it and find it. Now you get it all the time.
Right.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. It's a 1 cost focus. It's a permanent focus.
Permanent focus, yeah.
And it's free on the fire spray.
Let's go back and take a look at that. Yep. Yes, it is. You should actually get paid for that.
That'd be such a weird mechanic. You can make money on it.
That would be so wrong.
Yeah, this one's pretty straightforward. I think it's one that maybe you want one of in a vehicle mod deck. I don't know that I would take 2 necessarily. I'd have to see it.
Both, man.
But I like it as it's a simple concept. I don't know.
So yeah, because you're only able to turn the supports die. You can't turn other mods on the vehicle, right?
Right. If they remove that support die, suddenly you've spent 1 for
nothing. Yeah.
So I think it's okay. I think it's pretty
unless you're playing
straightforward.
that card we just spoiled, which is the one that says spot a mod. Oh, hey, that's a mod.
Yeah, there it is. So I like it, but it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely creating this mod vehicle deck as a thing, which I love. I like the fact that they're making these sort of what they call in Magic tribal decks. It remains to be seen if they're powerful enough to kind of stand against other decks. You got your battle droids, your clones, your Gungans, and I think part of the fun was always. Yeah, Gungans, Cat. Gungans.
Whatever.
You got your Jawas. You're going to have your neutral,
Dude,
35.
Jawas.
Yeah, Jawas are going to be a hit this year.
My Jawa deck is ready.
Mine is too.
It's been ready.
I want that new plot to make them all +1 health.
Yep. Same here.
I mean, I think it's just really exciting if you could go to a tournament and everybody's playing like a different sort of what they call tribe. I think we've done that before where we have a tournament where everybody has to play something like that, and I think it could be very
I've watched
fun.
them. They're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun.
All right, so we got an R2 Astromech Kuni. Or actually, who's up now?
Kuni, I think. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Kuni, go for it.
All good. It's R2 Astromech, 0 cost, upgrade, droid mod. It is a common. Modified vehicle support. Action, exhaust this upgrade and spend 2 resources to ready attached vehicle. Hero only. Now, I mean, didn't we already have a card like this?
We have a character like this who is Sienna Ree. She has this exact ability, I believe.
That was it. That's what I was thinking of.
So,
right. You're right. That doesn't ready the vehicle.
You put Sienna Ree on the hero side. I think that's pretty solid. And free mods for stuff where we want to spot mods later on.
Right.
Welcome.
Sienna's staying on the villain side.
What's up?
Sienna's staying on the villain side.
But her ability moved.
Her action's right here. I'm looking at it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's only once though.
It could be very powerful on the new Millennium Falcon, Lando's Falcon for sure. Just being able to get that ready again. All right, so before we end this out, I know it's been a little longer of an episode because we had so many cards. I would like to hear a couple of your thoughts on this whole new mod mechanic and whether, just the idea behind like putting an upgrade, investing an upgrade on a vehicle, which isn't going to go away necessarily unless somebody's playing some vehicle hate cards that would remove that, and whether or not that will cause people to then start playing more things that remove vehicles, whether it's Maul or Mythal or Vandalize or I think Surgical Strike, Sabotage, that kind of stuff. Why don't we start with you, Kat, since you've seen some of this played already on TTS.
What do you want me to tell you about it? Besides the fact that I'm going to be playing it like crazy.
What are your thoughts on the mods?
I love them. I can't wait to get my TIE fighters all modded up, Slave 1 all modded up, have one character left with 1 health and he didn't kill me, and then come back and go, oh, look, take 40 damage and kill you. Thank you, come again.
So instead of playing another vehicle and you're playing a mod on that vehicle, you like that mechanic? Do you think that's because it speeds up the vehicle, right? It allows the vehicle to get 2 dice on the table instead of having to waste another action to activate it.
Yeah, anytime I find that you can get multiple dice activated at one time, or multiple dice activated for 1 activation is totally worth it. So if you have a vehicle that has, for example, the fire spray, and you're playing yellow-red, you have the fire spray with the mod that we just showed, the triple laser cannon, and say the Astromech. You roll that bad boy out, you get 3 dice in the pool. You can then turn 1 to whatever side you want. You can say do 6 or 7 damage, and then you can hit it with 1 ship doing 6 or 7 damage, as opposed to rolling out 2 or 3 characters, hoping to get those 1s and 2s, re-rolling dice. I think mods are going to be amazing, and they're going to make the game a lot slower at some points, but a lot more fun, I think, thematic-wise, for people who like to play thematic ways, and of course, a lot more versatile for people who want to just do different things, as opposed to, oh, here's my blue Kylo Anakin, milieu deck, here's my Jabba mill deck, here's my yada yada yada.
Yeah, I feel sort of the same. I think I'm excited to mess around with it and see the options. My concern, without seeing the full set, without seeing some of the events maybe that are going to support it, I don't know if I'd rather have mods over more vehicles for some of these situations. I agree that getting multiple dice out in one go is good, but I worry about getting mods in my hand before I see my vehicles, or the vehicles that maybe I want them on. I am hesitant to put mods on cheaper vehicles because I think the tools exist that aren't hard to tech in. Stuff like Vandalize, where that's a very versatile card. I don't know that I want to commit, 4 or 5 resources on one, 2-cost vehicle and then watch them all just get wiped out with 1 resource and a couple dice. So I don't know that I'm so keen on that, but I'm definitely excited for the possibilities, and I'm going to try them out and figure out what's the best way to use them. But I have concerns that maybe events will cover, but I like the idea a lot. So
yeah, I'm thinking mods might be like maybe 4 to 5 mods in a deck that are streamlined for what you're going to be doing.
Sure,
it's pretty much how it's going to be. Like a BB-8, a droid, and then like 4 weapon mods. And then once you get your ship out, you're good.
Yeah, and I like the mods like BB-8, like the Escape Craft, where I can play them without the vehicle out, so that I don't lose any pacing on my cards, or I don't have a dead card in hand. So I like those as well. Almost
there aren't that many of those, though, right?
There aren't that many. So I sort of felt this way about what was it last Indirect? I think when they announced Indirect as a new feature, where I sort of felt like we needed more of it to be able to use it in a very strong way, and I sort of feel the same way about mods. That being said, I haven't seen a whole lot of the events from this set, so maybe they've got some kind of a pull card for mods, or trade out a mod, stuff like that. So I need to see the events to get my full read on it, but I'm excited for them. Hopefully they're cool.
Yeah, I think that it's interesting when you think back to Awakening Spirit of Rebellion. A lot of us were saying, well, we've got all these vehicles and nobody's playing them, and we were hoping that they would come up with some way to make them work. And now 4 sets later, or 5 sets later, they're in full swing. Vehicles are the most powerful thing right now in the meta in general. And people I do hear a lot of people complaining that they want to get back to like characters fighting characters, which, I like the whole gamut, but I don't want to reach a point where it's really only vehicles overpowering the characters all the time. So obviously they brought back Vader. I think Vader could easily, take out some of the vehicle decks. And I play X-Wing, which is all about vehicles, and I love customizing vehicles. So I like that component of it, but I'm a little scared that, if you put down a 3-cost vehicle, which is going to be a lot harder to remove because you're not going to remove 3 character dice to take it out with Vandalize, and you've got these upgrades, 2 or 3 upgrades on it, and you've got that like for 2 or 3 turns, 4 turns, it could be very, very powerful. Like, it could be potentially overpowerful. So. But exciting. I think they need to come up with exciting stuff, and then if it becomes overpowerful, they'll come back and errata it, right?
Yeah, my thing on this is, for the longest time, as you stated, we didn't see vehicles in play, and the reason why was because at the time vehicles were too slow. Slow play was not something that you could do early in the meta because you'd always be outpaced by some of the faster, just character melee, action cheating, all that jank. But I think that after rotation happens, the mod is actually going to be a really good stepping stone for vehicles and supports and stuff like that, because most of the cards that we're using in the vehicle decks, I'd say probably about a quarter of them, just guesstimating, are from some of the older sets. Some of these are including getting stuff out cheaper, getting more money.
Tech team,
so you can do that.
Tech team,
rallying. Yeah, those all are going to rotate.
After the rotation happens, vehicles would eventually actually ding to reduce how many you can actually get out at a time. And I think mods will help that balance out to add more dice onto a single vehicle, other than having to get out multiple.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's my thought on that.
Well, right on. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I think it's fun that they're bringing these new mechanics into the game, and I'm definitely going to be building a mod deck to try out as soon as I can. So get out to your local game stores. The set is supposed to release on November 8th, this Thursday.
Can't wait.
There's not 100% confirmation, but since they've already leaked it, I'm assuming the boxes are going to be coming in Wednesday. So definitely contact your store, get on a release event. I want to thank Kat for joining us, and hopefully we'll have him back on. We appreciate you bringing your time to this preview.
Dude,
Thanks,
totally my pleasure. Anytime, I'd love to do it. I'm all about this.
Go ahead.
I said I'm all about doing this. I love doing it.
Awesome. And shout out to Monk's Gaming Battlefield, which you can find Kat often at the Monk's Gaming Battlefield TTS YouTube channel, right?
Once or twice every time he's on. Yeah.
Cool. And Monk sadly couldn't join us because he's still on vacation, on a cruise or something.
Yeah, he was on a cruise, and now he's stuck
Sucks
at
to be
his.
him.
Well, he's stuck at his mother-in-law's
I take it back.
with the kids, and can't get back. I think he's en route back now, and he's probably going to be home pretty soon.
Right on. Well, hopefully we're going to have Monk on at some point. We may see a couple more spoilers this week before the actual release, and if we
There's only a few codes left.
On. Well, I'm talking about official spoilers. FFG is probably not even going to bother now that the whole set's been spoiled, maybe. But
There's a few codes that haven't been spoiled yet.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Yeah.
I know. So I'm looking at the spoiler list, and it has every code. It has 136, and then it's missing 137.
Okay, so we already know what all the legendaries are, I take it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some really good codes. As Nick was saying, talking about putting mods on codes, just to let you know that there are going to be codes that can move mods from one to another.
That's exciting. I look forward to reading them all when I open my boxes on Thursday.
Yeah, that's part of the fun.
You guys should come down here on Thursday and we'll open them together.
It's a little far, 6-hour drive.
Yeah.
Okay. One last piece. I don't know if Kat can clarify this or not, but we don't have a rules reference release yet as to whether upgrades these mods follow the same rules as character upgrades as terms of overwrite and the number you can put on a character. The rules currently state those based on character, and none of them actually say anything about support. So do you know anything about that?
They haven't leaked anything. I haven't seen anything. My only guess is that it's going to follow a character format where you can't have more than 3.
And you won't be able to overwrite more than once, probably?
Correct.
The interesting thing is whether or not you can overwrite a character once and a support once, or you can only do an overwrite once, period,
My guess, I don't think that makes sense, so they probably won't do it, but you could overwrite a character as one action, overwrite a vehicle as another action, which would allow you 2 overwrites in a turn, but because it's 2 different groups or settings, whatever it is.
Types, yeah.
Yeah, you'd be able to. But since it seemed like a smart idea, it's probably not going to happen.
I don't know how I feel about overwriting mods, but
well, if you have a one cost mod, like the R2 unit, and you suddenly get a 2-1, you're like, well, I'd rather have that.
I mean, as a mechanic,
just as a mechanic. I think for simplicity's sake, in terms of game rules,
it'd be nice if they were similar.
Yeah, it would be simpler to just say, yes, you can do it, because otherwise you're going to have to create something that says, no, only characters can do that,
Yeah, but we have situations where things function differently depending on their placement or their wording,
Yeah, definitely.
Types of cards. So I don't know how I'd feel about that, but we'll wait and see the official ruling on mods.
We will. All right. Well, this was a long enough video. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you, Kuni and Nick, for joining us. Definitely leave us a like and a subscription if you don't already. And we haven't been doing any in real life gameplay just because we've been sort of waiting for this new set. Yeah, but as soon as this drops, we're going to be doing videos every single week. So definitely stay tuned to the channel.
Yeah.
And TTS.
And TTS, yeah. Get on TTS if you want to try all these cards for free.
And that way you can play me.
And you can play Cat. Or Cat can move up to Chico and play us. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on T3.
Later.
Later.
Bye.